What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? It is I, Lee Zeller's Basement Show, back in the house. It's the Basement Show with Lee and
Vanessa.
We're doing it a little different. We're not in the basement. Let me take these off. Don't want people to get the wrong idea. Like, he's hiding behind them. He's back to smoking weed again. No. It's not legal here.
It never was.
Not here. It's legal in some other states. So, we got the Basement Show going again. Doing it a little different. Vanessa is going to be like my co-host, co-share, partner in crime. I like that, partner in crime.
Yeah, have a good ring to it, doesn't it?
It does. All right. Hey, you're back.
Hey.
You kind of got caught up in a moment there. So, we're going to be doing a lot of different stuff, talking about different things. We got some things going on. You know about some of the stuff going on. We got Donald Trump going on. We got Black Lives Matter going on. And we got relationships. I want to touch on some stuff about relationships. And you know what I want to touch on? This is what I want to touch on about relationships.
Tell me, what is it?
You know, some people know about the situation where I'm at today. But, you know, I used to get this, like, friends will say stuff to me like, yo, dog, man, you ain't going to find nothing out there decent no more. Ain't nothing good out there. People get married every day. I just want to kind of talk about some of that. And I know you got some relationship stuff you probably want to throw out there that we want to touch on, because from a female perspective.
Yes.
You know,
I used to say all the time to some of my female friends that's married and, you know, they want to creep or, and I'm like, there's nothing out there. You better go home and make it work.
right.
If he's halfway decent, you better go home and make it work.
One of the things I want to do, because people that's familiar with the Basement Show, you know, we always kind of like went in on the entertainment news, what's going, because the entertainers, celebrities, they are some of the wackiest people. They always got some crazy stuff. Like 50 Cent. 50 is like known for being on Twitter, and he's always tweeting, and he's got his YouTube thing going. And now 50 saying he's going to stay away from social media because financially there's some issues going on, because 50 is supposed to be broke. But I checked not long ago, his net worth was like $65 million.
Well, I think he gets the dumbest person of the year award for posting pictures with stacks and stacks and stacks of money after filing bankruptcy.
And spelling out broke. Yeah, that makes no sense.
It made a judge mad.
Yeah, it made a judge mad. It's just kind of like a real dumb thing to do. Like I said, it's the equivalent of, like, you know, I'm on probation. Maybe I had some drug issues that I don't. Just want to put that out there. But what if I had some drug issues? And, you know, I was supposed to, like, you know, I'm on probation, I'm supposed to be around drugs. And then one day, sitting up here, feel like doing some heroin, I decide to take some selfies of me shooting up, and my probation officer see it. That's
crazy.
Like dumb.
Yeah, it is. But, you know, I think probably with 50, he got caught up in what everybody's saying because he filed bankruptcy, public record.
Right.
He got caught up and trying to please the next man. Look, y'all, I ain't broke.
Right.
He did the stupid thing.
But he said the money was fake. He said the money was fake, and he got to keep up his image. But obviously, he felt that he could put that out there and say the money is fake. I got to keep up my image, but yet I got to get off of social media. So something's going on there. Robert Downey Jr. son, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. His son, he was basically praising his son because his son is, like, you know, trying to fight his cocaine addiction and addiction. Like a lot of people got addictions. They need to just stay away from drugs. The late great Nancy Reagan, who made it famous, what did she say? Say no to drugs. Just say no to them. It don't matter about how bad you need them. It don't matter that some states got weed free.
Just say no.
Just say no. Is alcohol considered a drug?
Yes, it is. It's a liquid drug.
Yeah.
But the thing about just saying no, it's not that simple.
Tastes good.
It's just not that simple for some people. No,
Yeah,
it's an invisible line that you cross over, you know. And hey, who knows where is the invisible line? Who knows when you experiment what it's going to lead to? Because everybody experiment. Nobody grow up and say I'm gonna be a junkie. Nobody does that. It happens to some.
Now, here's the cool thing about America. This is what I love about it.
Tell me, because I'm not
One of
really
the cool
lost.
things is like this. Like, if I'm caught up in some scandal, say, like, you know, I went out to the pet store or something like that, I had this desire, I wanted to buy some cats, but whatever reason, I got tired of them and I decided to like take a hammer and bash all the cats in the head. And if I was a celebrity and I did that, that would be the news. Filmmaker, famous filmmaker, which I'm not famous. Famous filmmaker Lee Zellers bought 12 kittens and we found all the kittens in the trash can with their brains bashed in, head bashed in. That would be the top story. But the cool thing about that is in America, because all you gotta do is just like wait for one scandal to come along and that's gonna knock you out of place.
That is a good thing about
And think about, who's happy right now? That's who's happy right now. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. Cosby's happy. You know why? Because they're talking about Donald Trump.
And I'm happy for him.
You're happy for, see, why? Because, I'm going to tell you, this is my opinion. I think Cosby was doing this stuff.
No, he was getting his freak on with willing all these drinks, his party supplies, hoping that I'm going to get her drunk.
Okay.
And take advantage of her. Same thing. Same thing.
So
or if I come over to you, like I'm over your house and you have beer.
Right.
Party supplies.
Party supplies. Only difference is that like when you get up to go use the bathroom, you don't have to worry about me going in my pocket and like.
Oh, I don't think that happened. I really don't think that. No, these were groupies. I don't care what anyone say. These women were groupies. They were more than willing to drop those panties for Bill Cosby.
I just think, I just think, I think he did it. I think he just got a little freaky, kinky side about him that he liked his women comatose.
I don't think, you know what? It's disappeared.
It disappeared.
It has disappeared. And the same thing that happened with Michael Jackson when the man wants you to do something and you don't do it, they do what will hurt you the most. They can't take the billions of dollars that Bill has. They can't take it away. But they can make America not like him anymore. And that hurts. But he's not so crazy into white women that he just had to choose these white women. The thing is, we will make America mad by having all these white women come up and say they did that. There should have been more than, and the black woman who was a model, she was
Beverly Johnson.
Yeah, she came up
after
credibility.
No, it's Beverly Johnson.
She got caught lying as well.
Okay, I gotta pull the tape. I don't know about all that. But here's the other thing.
Okay, leave Bill alone now. I don't like that.
Okay, recently, some more entertainment news.
Okay.
They recently found a knife on OJ's property. OJ, and they got the TV series going. Is he getting any revenues from that?
No.
No residuals, anything?
No.
Damn, how you gonna do the juice like that? Don't pay nothing.
The juice did it to himself.
Yeah. Man.
We stood behind him, and that just was not enough.
Because I really thought he did. I believe he did it.
I don't believe he did it.
I really, it's like what Chris Rock said. Like OJ was like, he was paying the car note, he was paying the mortgage, he was probably giving them money, alimony, child support, all of this stuff. Then he goes over and he's like trying to holler at her, like, he want to get a little action. She's telling him no. Then he leaves. Then he hears some moaning and groaning. He looks in the window like, she's getting it on with everybody else but him. And he just like went over there again, went again. After a while, he just got tired of it. Like, you know what? Tired of this. I'm tired of paying all this money. And she gonna let me get no action? She got to die.
Come on, they have been apart for a very long time prior to her killing. Also, he has seen her get it on with his best friends numerous of times.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like if I'm coming over, I'm trying to get back with you because in the past you whipped it on me really good, and now I see you whipping it on everybody else, but I can't get none of that, and I'm paying your house note, and I'm paying your car note. You can't let me get none, but then you got my best friend up in there. You might have to die behind that.
Oh, come on now. It was been all throughout the years before that she was sleeping with his best friend. Marcus Allen, he was getting it. He was getting it.
Okay, here's something I'm just so glad that, this happened yesterday, and, the show probably be, when it aired, probably be 5 days later, but everybody know about this story. Donald Trump, they made you look like an ass in Chicago. Yes. Shut you down. Shut him down.
Shut him all the way down.
Shut him down. Donald, but Donald gonna come back. Donald,
meaner,
he gonna come back meaner because but I'm gonna tell you, and I say this to people all the time, that there's a segment of America, there's a segment of white Americans, because when you look at the conventions that Donald Trump has, the stadiums that sold out, the arenas or whatever that sold out, the majority is white people, and the people who somehow think he's like one of us. He's a billionaire, you're broke. He's not like you. But anyway, I'm telling you, Those folks that follow Donald Trump, like the guy that punched the brother going up the steps and said something like, yeah, if he came back again, we might have to kill him. Those particular people like them, if Donald Trump was to come back at his next convention and say something like, you know what, I had this idea after they shut me down in Chicago, I got another idea, because he's always talking about we're going to make America great again. If he was to say, you know, when America was really great, was when we was getting free labor. And you know, we still grow cotton. And we got plenty of cotton in the field. You know, I totally believe this all my heart. People would not walk out. They would cheer. They would cheer and they would just edge him on. And it's a segment of this country that would never let, just face it, race and hate and all that. It's not going nowhere. And there's a large segment of this country that supports Trump. And if he was to say something like that, they'd go along with it.
You know, all I can say that I find it very disheartening to see so many people rooting for him. I didn't think that it was that many people in this world with business suits, money, whatever, who are so hateful. How can you feel that way? The things that come out of his mouth is unbelievable.
That guy needed to be taken out on a stretcher. Somebody needed to punch him. One of his, like when he was speaking somewhere, one of the people in the crowd, this lady, she made a comment about Marco Rubio, and he was like, "Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that." Then he's like, "I'm not." You know what she said? She called Marco Rubio a pussy. I mean, can you imagine? Just for a second, I love to flip the script. Flip the script for a minute. President Obama is out there in the campaign, preaching in front of a bunch of black people, and somebody out in the crowd says something like, Hillary, she nothing but a pussy. And Obama would say, I can't say that. She just called Hillary a pussy. Think about it. We know what would happen. Anyway, enough of Donald Trump.
Yes.
Please.
He was
he was the other day he was trying to prove, because people were saying like he don't have all these different businesses and stuff, like he's selling steaks and he's selling water and he's selling wine, and I was just like, I would love to see him eat one of those steaks on stage and just choke. Just choke right there. And somebody had to do CPR.
Somebody would give him CPR. The Heimlich removed.
Wouldn't be me. Just let it happen. Okay. Here's the deal. We're gonna take like a real short break. And before I do that though, I'm a filmmaker. I'm working on a project. Yes, I'm back to doing films again. It's been a while. It's been like 4 years.
Wow, that's too long.
It's been a long time.
It really has.
But I got a film I'm gonna be doing this summer, Chasing the Moon. You're gonna be involved in it, helping me out?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. She's gonna be financing, executive producer. I'm just kidding. She's gonna help out though. Because, it's a Lee Zeller project, and it's a Lee Zeller film, there's no money involved.
I'm doing casting calls though.
She's doing some casting calls.
You have to get by me in order to get in. No, I'm just kidding.
See, she got my back. We're gonna take a little break. We'll be right back. It's The Basement Show with Lee and
Vanessa.
Stay tuned. That went good.
But I'm gonna say, it's not that there's nothing out here. It's just hard to find something with the same thought, someone who wants the same thing that you have. In this society that we live in today, everything is about gain.
Right.
Everything is about gain.
Hustle.
Game and sex.
Sex.
Game and sex.
But sex is important. I mean.
Not if you're just giving it to anybody.
Well, no, you don't want to just give it to anybody, but you want to, see, here's the other thing about relationships and about this topic here about sex. There's this thing about how long you wait and all this kind of stuff, and you wait and shouldn't do it before marriage. I just told you this. I know there's some religious Bible stompers out there that's going to say, the Bible says I'm not supposed to do this. Here's what I believe. It's like when I go and buy a car, I don't care how nice it looks. I don't care when the salesman started up. I don't care how that engine purrs. I want to drive the car for myself. I want to test drive it to make sure this car is a good fit for me.
Oh, and then you just keep testing the sex until you're done with it.
But it's like, I think, that's, in a relationship, I think that, I mean, speaking for me, I think some guys probably feel the same way. We kind of want to make sure that, we compatible. I mean, we can be compatible. She likes the same foods I like, and it's like her clothes and what she dressed and her house and all these other things. And it's like, but we don't have no connection there. So, like, if you wait on that, and then y'all decide, like, we're going to wait, we're going to hold off on the sex, but we found out we got all these other things that's working good. And then you get married, then you have the sex, and sex is horrible. Then what you do?
Hey, the love should be stronger than the sex.
So, see, right there. Okay, so now I'm in this relationship. I love her. I think she's a great companion. She's lousy in bed. I mean, how do you, what's... See, but that's why it's important to test.
Sex is just a physical thing. There is so much more things important about a relationship than the sex. Sex is physical. You can get your own self off. You can go have sex with anyone in the world. Just go have sex.
Yeah, but, you don't want to get your own... I mean, there's some people, they get their own self off a lot, and, it can be a problem because after a while, when you try to get with somebody, then, it's a movie. I can't think of the name of the movie, and I can't think of the actor that's in it. There's a whole story about it. This guy was, like, always getting himself off, watching porn all the time, and he got with a good woman. When it came to the sex part, he couldn't get it up unless he was watching porn in the background. Right. So, but again, that's show you like how that can become a challenge, because in the film he had to get beyond that, his addiction and all this self-pleasure and stuff, to where he could like satisfy his woman. And it's kind of like, that's how I'm thinking, like, this whole thing of this notion that, you shouldn't have sex like before marriage, or too soon. I guess too soon could be like, y'all just went out on the first date and got home.
Well, yeah.
That could be too soon.
That's a bit too soon.
But I think,
what about if you might have been having sex, and then, maybe you just decide, what, we're not going to have any more sex until we get married. I think that would be a good idea.
That's a good idea. Because at least like, I'm having a great time with this woman. And after we get this marriage thing and the paper thing and all that stuff, I can have some more of this pleasurable time. But if I don't know what it's going to be like, and it's like, yeah, I'm feeling her and stuff, I'm liking her, and I'm digging all of this and stuff, but we ain't had that experience, and then you had that experience, and it's like something like real goofy. Just something that's just like, I ain't feeling this. So then, like, now what do? Do you maybe try to teach them or something? I guess that's the next step.
I don't think the only person that would have that would be the woman, because man, he's gonna get off regardless. So. He's gonna get off regardless. So
but some of us guys, it's like, yeah, we're gonna get off. Some of us like to know that the woman is enjoyed, at least kind of enjoyed herself. Want to get you in the area at least. Well,
so why do men? When you have the woman who letting you have the cow for free before marriage, why does he still step out?
Why do he still? Maybe because I don't know all the answers to why. I can't speak for everybody why they step out, but I guess it could be numerous reasons. Some people, like they say, women say this all the time. Some guys are just dogs.
Woof. Some of them earned that right.
Here's what I think it goes back to like man's early existence. You know, man is like built in a certain way. He's a hunter, he's a conqueror, he goes out, he do things, he make things happen. You know, he test drives cars. Sometimes he test drives several.
Yeah.
And sometimes he's just an idiot and he do dumb stuff.
Yeah.
And,
hey. So what should she do when he does test driving of several cars?
It's up to her. You know, it's really up to her. But I just think that, you know, a lot of it has to do with, you know, a couple that's coming together, having an understanding, having sex before marriage so they can know, you know, how everything's going to work out, make sure everything, you know, like the thing with OJ, you know, when he put the glove on, he was like, Johnny Cochran.
It don't fit. If it don't fit, it must quit.
Sometimes there's some fit issues going on that, you know, I'm just keeping it real. And that's why this stuff's important. That's why we have to, you know,
test drive.
Test drive. That's my word.
So what happens if a man test drive and he drives that car a little bit better than the car he'd been driving? Then what?
That is interesting because sometimes I guess that can happen. But sometimes, you know, you go out, you test drive a car, and you know, you test drive one, and you kind of like, you know, hey, I like this car. You try to test drive this one over there. You drive that one, and it's, you know, it's kind of cool or whatever. But maybe it don't handle as good in the turns. It don't peel out as quick. But that other one did. So you decide, you know what? I'm gonna go back to that other car because that was the car I should have stayed with in the first place. And sometimes, you know, that's what happens.
Okay, so what about the other car you've been driving?
Well, you know, it's like
just throw it away.
Well, it's somebody else gonna come along and gonna buy the car. You know, somebody else gonna pick up that car. We know that's how it happened. It just happens like that. You know, hey. Some people, fortunate enough, they get to park 2 cars in the garage.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know what? One car is always neglected. The oil isn't getting changed quick enough.
Yeah.
The tires aren't being rotated on a regular 3,000 mile schedule.
Hey, it happens.
And the hood just is not getting lifted.
The hood ain't getting lifted though. When the hood is not getting lifted as much as it used to, you might just have to get rid of that car.
And you're not blowing that horn.
Not blowing that horn.
Oh my God.
Well, we have touched on a lot of different things today on our new basement show. We're back with Lee
and Vanessa.
And what we want you to do, look for the next basement show. Look for Chasing the Moon. If you see some stuff on there, Chasing the Moon on Facebook, whatever. We have auditions, got a lot of stuff coming up. You got some things going on. You do the party events and your group.
Yes, I do. Diamond Diva Social Club. We're always out in the community helping others. That's what we do.
That's what they do.
That's what we do. And party.
Doesn't like partying. Got to party.
Like partying. So remember the name, Diamond Diva Social Club, and we are recruiting. We're looking for new women that would like to join our sisterhood. So if you're interested, hit me up on Facebook.
Everybody's on Facebook. Sometimes I get on there, sometimes I'm happy, sometimes Facebook just irritates the hell out of me and I have to get off there.
He's bipolar.
Yeah. It's a social, I got a little thing going on. Sometimes it's like a little social pass. Sometimes he wants to come out and play, and then sometimes
I have to decompress him.
I was decompressed today. This weekend, yeah.
Perfect.
We hope you had a perfect time watching us. We hope you enjoyed it. Look for you to come back. Check out the next show. We out. The Basement Show. Lee and
Vanessa
coming to you. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Watch out for us. Stay tuned. We are out of here.
Bye. Very good.
That was good.
Yeah. I'm hungry.